U.S. News & World Report recently compiled a list to determine which countries were the most powerful in the world. The rankings were based on the influence of the nation as well as its economic, military and political power. The report analyzed the world's most powerful nations, those that consistently dominate news headlines, preoccupy policymakers and shape global economic patterns. The rankings are part of its annual Best Countries study, which evaluates 80 countries based on responses from 21,000 people. Respondents were asked to associate various countries with attributes including the strength of their alliances and economic influence. Here are the 10 most powerful countries in the world in 2020. Number 10. Saudi Arabia, one of the largest and most powerful Arab countries. It is considered a pro-Western Arab country due to its strong relations with countries such as the US and the UK. It is also very open to foreign workers, with a lot of personnel in private companies and institutions hailing from other countries. The economy of Saudi Arabia is one of the top 20 economies in the world. It is dependent on oil as the country has the second largest proven petroleum reserves, and the country is the largest exporter of petroleum in the world. Number 9. South Korea. Going back in time, South Korea, also known as the Republic of Korea, suffered huge losses during the Korean War that lasted from 1950 to 1953. By the time the war ended, the nation's economy was in a shambles, infrastructure was destroyed and there was heavy dependence on U.S. aid. However, the country's transformation from poverty to affluence has been phenomenal. South Korea's economy has been growing rapidly since the 1980s. An important contributor in this growth process is the culture of innovation that prevails in South Korea, an atmosphere that is friendly for investors and extremely cordial relations with most of the countries in the Asian market. Number 8. Israel. The only Jewish nation in the world, is a small country on the eastern shore of the Mediterranean Sea. For its relatively small size, the country has played a large role in global affairs. It has a large economy and has a high standard of living. Like Japan, Israel is one of the most educated countries in the world, which has played a huge part in making the country a powerhouse in regards to technology. The country has a strong economy, landmarks of significance to several religions and strained relationships with many of its Arab neighbors. Israel has one of the most powerful militaries in the world. Though not exactly large compared to the US and Chinese armed forces, the Israeli Defense Forces are incredibly well trained and are more than capable of neutralizing various threats. Israel also has arguably the best intelligence agency in the world, Mossad. Number 7. Japan. One of the world's most literate and technically advanced nations, is an East Asian country made up of 4 main islands. Japan has long been considered the heart of technological innovation and is arguably more technologically advanced than the US. Japan has the third largest global economy, right behind the US and China. The country is one of the world leaders when it comes to exporting products, with many of those products related to technology. In regard to military power, Japan is not exactly blessed with the most powerful armed forces. Though it has one of the largest military budgets and has modern military weapon systems, the country primarily deploys its armed forces for self-defense and peacekeeping purposes. Number 6. France. It is difficult to overstate the influence France has on the world, both in the past and today. Located in Western Europe, France is one of the world's oldest countries, and its reach extends around the globe through science, politics, economics and perhaps above all, culture. Starting in the Middle Ages, France evolved through kingdom, empire and finally, into a republic. Not only is France one of the top 10 most powerful countries, it is also one of the top 10 countries with the most powerful nuclear weapons. Considered one of the biggest players in the fashion industry, France has had huge contributions in the fashion world and is home to a number of notable fashion houses. Number 5. United Kingdom. Composed of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, the United Kingdom is a highly developed country located in Western Europe. Though it is currently surrounded by uncertainties due to the infamous Brexit, United Kingdom still remains one of the most powerful countries in the world. Like France, the UK is an official nuclear weapon state. It has one of the best navies in the world, as well as one of the most capable foreign intelligence agencies, the Secret Intelligence Service, commonly known as MI6. The UK has a very strong economic and political influence and has long been a trendsetter in various areas such as technology, fashion, culture, arts, and sciences. Known for having a high standard of living, the UK has also produced some of the most accomplished doctors in history. Number 4. Germany. The most populous nation in the European Union, possesses one of the largest economies in the world and has seen its role in the international community grow steadily since reunification. Every time the country has been ravaged by war and internal conflict in the past, the economy has been able to recover. The German economy consistently ranks in the top 10, thanks to its extremely skilled and highly educated population. Germany is a well-developed nation with a high standard of living. It is one of the largest exporters and has a very strong global economic influence. It also has a strong global political influence and has strong international relations. Known for having a rich cultural history and for having some of the most beautiful cities in the world, Germany also has a powerful military and has a very competent government led by leaders well versed in all manners of political and economic affairs. Number 3. China. Home to one of the world's oldest civilizations, China has been ruled by the Communist Party since 1949, when the nation was established as the People's Republic of China. China is the world's most populous and is considered the second largest by land mass. It holds a great deal of economic influence and has the second largest economy in the world, just behind the US. Based on how the Chinese economy has rapidly grown within the last 3 decades, it is very much possible it could overtake the US economy in the near future. China is also the world leader in exports, hence all the made-in-China products that you see every day. China has a very strong political influence in the world, though many have criticized the Chinese government for employing questionable methods and for being too aggressive, most especially when it comes to flexing its military muscle. Number 2. Russia. The scale of Russia is difficult to imagine. It is the world's largest country by land mass, nearly twice as big as Canada, the world's second largest nation, and covers all of northern Asia and much of Eastern Europe. It shares land borders with more than a dozen countries, and shares sea borders with Japan and the United States. It has one of the largest economies in the world, sustained by the extensive natural resources in the country. It is a world leader when it comes to oil and natural gas reserves. Russia has one of the most powerful militaries in the world. The country is home to the largest stockpile of nuclear weapons with about 7,000 nuclear warheads. However, Russian government has received international criticism for the way it has deployed its armed forces in recent years. Number 1. United States. The United States is the most powerful country in the world. It has the largest economy in the world, thanks in large part to its massive entertainment and media industry. The economy in California alone produces about $2.5 trillion. Assuming California was a country, that number would have made the California economy one of the top 6 in the world. Imagine that. In terms of political influence, the U.S. is unparalleled. A founding member of the United Nations, the U.S. plays a huge role in almost all international issues, especially ones regarding global security. The U.S. remains a powerhouse in the international community. The U.S. has the most powerful military in the world. It has the most modernized and sophisticated military weapon systems and possesses a huge number of nuclear warheads. And the US isn't shy about showing its military power to the world, one reason why some countries often accuse the US of meddling with international affairs too much. We hope you enjoyed this video and want to know what you thought about this and which is your favorite. If you like the video, don't forget to target the subscribe button and launch notifications, so you will be the first one to know when a new video comes out. Thanks for watching.